Queen Valeth slammed her claw down on the datapad. The execution order glowed green across the War Council's central holoscreen. "Transmit it," she commanded. "Live broadcast to every hive world. Let the invaders watch their humans die." The chamber's 12 counselors stiffened. Holofeeds flickered from the front lines. Enemy dreadnoughts hammered orbital defenses. Brusk's invasion fleets clawed toward the throne world. Captured human prisoners. 5 ragged figures in a holding pit would break the enemy's will. Admiral Kethro nodded sharply. His armored crest gleamed under the chamber's stark lights. Execution squads mobilized now. Majesty. Blades ready. Envoy Serenal shot to her feet. Her diplomat's robes swirled. "Wait, Majesty. One prisoner. Captain Elias Ward." Valeth's mandibles clicked shut. The name pierced her like venom. Her iridescent skin drained to ash gray, pale, exposed. The chamber froze. Counselor's antennae twitched. Rose claws scraped his console. Sarah pressed forward. Voice of frantic hiss. "We can't kill him. The humans will glass our core worlds. Ward's legend." "Silence!" Valeth snapped. But her claw hovered over the pad. "Cancel. Transmit." The choice burned. She yanked the order. Red denial flashed across the holoscreen. "Abort. All squads stand down." Gasps rippled. A minor lord's thorax quivered. "Majesty, the morale boost. Enough." Valeth rose from her throne dais. Her shadow stretched over the curved chamber walls, etched with victory friezes now scarred by recent defeats. Brask's hordes had shattered 3 flag fleets. Human allies, those unpredictable Terrans, held the line at crippling cost. But this one name, Elias Ward. She activated the secure comms array. "Connect me to the human ship. Shadowhawk, Priority Alpha." "No delays." Rose crest flared in protest. "Majesty, the palace is exposed. Brask spies sealed the chamber." Valeth's voice cut like a vibroblade. "Deploy guards, now." Rowe barked into his wristcom. "Palace Guard, Theta Protocol. Lockdown Chamber 7. Lethal force authorized." Boots thundered outside. Bulkheads hissed shut. Red emergency lights bathed the room in blood glow. Counselors shifted, claws flexing. Sarah exhaled, mandibles parting in relief. Thank the ancestors. Ward's file, classified, but whispers from the envoy corps. He walked through a Cragthul ambush alone. 50 kills. No retreat. Valeth ignored her. The holoscreen pulsed. Connection. Establishing. Static crackled. A human face resolved. Stern, scarred. Eyes like void steel. Captain Elias Ward himself. Queen Valeth. His voice was flat, accented with that human gravel. No title. No deference. "You called off the execution. Smart." Her skin prickled back to color, but unease lingered. Humans didn't bow. They endured. "Captain Ward, your people fight for us, yet we hold 5 of yours. Leverage." Ward leaned closer to his pickup. Ship alarms wailed behind him. "Leverage dies quick in a pit. Send them back. My shuttle's en route." Rowe growled low. "Insolent soft skin. He demands." Violeth silenced him with a glare. Ward's calm registered wrong. Aliens panicked under fire, broke ranks. This human spoke amid klaxons like he discussed rations. "Terms?" she asked. Full access to your Thrawn world defenses. My squad integrates your lines. Brask hits dirt in 12 hours. Sarah whispered. He's bluffing. Humans don't. Not a bluff. Ward's eyes didn't blink. You saw the vids from Epsilon Verge. My company held a breach for 48 hours. Your fleet's folded in 6. Valith claws tightened on her armrest. She had seen them. Fleeting reports. A single human squad pinning a warlord's vanguard. No rage, no frenzy, just position fire. Reloading under plasma barrages. Dragging wounded without pause. The Queen glanced at Ro, his mandibles ground. Competent admiral? Yes. But his last deployment lost 2 cruisers to Brask's feints. Granted, she said. Shuttle clearance Alpha 1. Prisoners board now. Ward's nod was curt. Confirmed. Ward out. The screen blanked. Silence crushed the chamber. Ro exploded. Majesty, handing Throne World command to a human? After they demanded payment for aid. Valith stood unmoved. Results, Admiral. Not pride. Brask carves our heart world. Ward stops him. Guards clanked at the sealed doors. A comm buzzed. Prisoners transferred, Majesty. Shuttle inbound. Sarah fidgeted. The court will riot. Whispers of human puppets already spread. Let them whisper. Valith strode to the hololap. Invasion vectors pulsed red. Brask's flagships arrowed courtward. Fear is our tool. Until now, she tapped a projection. Human positions glowed blue, stubborn anchors amid crumbling alien lines. Ward's files scrolled in her mind. Orphaned on a frontier world, risen through mercenary wars, now legendary per envoy leaks. No boasts. Just survival stats that shamed empires. Alarms blared anew. Orbital impacts shook the palace. Dust sifted from the ceiling. Ro checked his feeds. Enemy breach. Brask's vanguard hits the outer hive. Valith's gaze locked on the human shuttle icon, streaking through flak. Ward arrives in time, counselors murmured. One elder rasped. Soft skins break. Always. Not him. Sarah's voice trembled with unearned certainty. I read the transcripts. He reset a broken leg mid-firefight, kept fighting. Valith felt it then. A crack in her certainty. She ruled through calculated terror, instilled fear in foes, loyalty in subjects. But this human inverted it. His normal unraveled certainties. The doors unsealed with a hiss. Guards snapped salutes. A lieutenant reported, Shuttle docked, Majesty. Captain Ward requests escort. Grant it. Valith smoothed her robes. Council dismissed. Ro, Sarah, attend. They filed out into the corridor. Marble floors trembled under distant blasts. Hollow banners fluttered. Victory or death. Ward emerged from the lift, 5 humans in tow. No armor parade. Fatigues scarred by plasma burns. Rifles slung casual. The captain stood foremost. 6 feet of lean muscle, face impassive. His eyes scanned the hall. Exits. Threats. Guard stances. All in a blink. Queen. He inclined his head. Minimal. Prisoners secure? Valith nodded. Her guards towered over him. Crests raised in instinctive dominance. Yet Ward stood relaxed, unfazed. This way. She led to the command nexus. Ro stalked beside her, whispering fury. He eyes us like prey. They entered the Nexus tiered holotanks. Strategist hunched over sins. Brask's forces swarmed projections. Ward stepped to the central map. Show me vectors. A technician hesitated. Vaelith waved approval. Humans clustered. Ward pointed. Flank here. Pin the dreadnoughts. My squad drops void side. Rowe bristled. Your squad? 10 against a fleet? Ward met his gaze. 11 now, with prisoners. No brag. Fact. Vaelith watched. Her strategists nodded at his adjustments. Simple, brutal efficiency. Alien fleets danced feints. Humans held ground. Explosions rocked the palace. A viewport shattered. Guards shoved debris aside. Ward didn't flinch. Drop now? Yes. Vaelith keyed launch. Hold the throne. His team moved. Seamless. One slung a medkit to a limping prisoner. Another checked breaches. Mid-stride. They vanished into the drop. Queen Vaelith extended her crest in formal offer. Captain Ward, command my legions. Victory here crowns you ally eternal. Ward slung his rifle tighter. His scarred fatigues hung loose on corded frame. Head count first. Prisoners alive? Her strategists hissed. Guards shifted, claws flexing. Vaelith quelled them with a glance. This human demanded proof before power. Bold, or insane. 11 held secure, she said. Medical bays confirm. Not enough. Ward's voice cut flat. Live scan feed, now. Or I walk. Admiral Rowe loomed forward, his frills quivering rage. Insolence! You stand in the Queen's nexus. Vaelith silenced him with a raised talon. Fear flickered in her core, not of Ward, but the void beyond. Brask's invasion fleets clawed closer. Her throne world buckled. This human legend arrived unarmored, rifle, casual, eyes mapping every guard's stance. Relaxed, as if her towering warriors posed no threat. Feed authorized, she commanded. Technicians scrambled. Holoscreens bloomed with vital streams. 11 human signatures. Pulses steady, wounds bandaged. One showed plasma scars matching Ward's fatigues. They're yours, Vaelith said. Released to neutral custody. Shuttle en route from sublevels. Ward nodded once. Minimal. His squad, 5 humans in similar rags, fanned out behind him. No cheers. They checked weapons mid-conversation. One prisoner limped in via side hatch. Medkit slapped on by a teammate. Seamless. Terms, Ward stated. No question. Full tactical access. No overrides. My calls on ground ops. Brief in 1 hour. Clock starts now. Rowe exploded. You dictate to the Zethari Navy. We crushed 3 systems before your kind sniffed plasma. Ward turned. Locked eyes. Your fleets faint. Brask adapts. We end it. Vaelith watched the exchange. Rowe's bulk dwarfed the human. Yet Ward stood planted, breath even, no flinch. Her admiral's barbs glanced off. Prove it, Rose snarled. Live test. Your squad versus Simid Brask pickets. Fail, and you scrub decks. Ward glanced at holotank. Invasion vectors pulsed red. Real borders hit the outer ring 5 minutes ago. Test there. Silence crushed the nexus. Alarms wailed. Viewports rattled as kinetic barrages hammered the palace shields. Bayless hearts raced borders. Already inside the ring, her guards formed up, crests flaring battle red. "Acceptable," she said. Voice steel. "Hold them." By time, Ward moved first. Squad. Breach prep. Prisoners. Kit check. His team flowed. One human boosted a feed from a console, vectors overlaid with drop trajectories. Another slung extra mags to the freed captives. Casual. "Under fire." Rowe barked orders. "Flankers to bays. Drones outbound." Explosions bloomed on secondary screens. Brask's shock troops, hawking Kragari berserkers, tore through outer haps. Zathari squads fell back, plasma-carving hulls. Valith gripped her throne arm. Her empire's finest crumbled. Feared across stars, yet Brask's fear weapon broke them, and this human proposed a drop into that meat grinder. Ward stabbed the central holotank. "Pin dreadnoughts here. Flank, void side. My 11. Hit the bridge spines." Rowe laughed bitter. 10 against a fleet? "You jest." 11, Ward corrected. "Drop now." Valith keyed launch. Pods hissed open. Ward's squad piled in, rifles hot. No drama. One paused to brace a wounded prisoner's helmet. Gone. Holofeed snapped live. Valith leaned forward. Her nexus held breath. Pods streaked black space. Kragari corvettes swarmed, bristling fangs, boarding claws extended. Zathari drones danced evasion, lasers grazing hulls. Ward's pod struck true. Breach charge broomed silent in vacuum. His team spilled out. Mag boots clamping enemy deck. Rifles cracked, precise bursts. First Kragari jerked. Helm shattered. Dropped. "They're inside," a technician whispered. Awe cracked his voice. Valith's claws dug deeper. Humans moved like specters. Ward led point rifles sweeping corridors. No charge. Controlled bursts down 2 more berserkers. His squad covered flanks. Suppressive fire pinned a turret. One human lobbed a breacher. Sealed a bulkhead behind. Trapped the enemy squad. Rowe stared. Frills limp. "How?" Kragari shrugged plasma. Ward vaulted a barricade. Fired from hip headshot. Body shots waste ammo. Alarms spiked. Brask reinforcements piled in. 20 heavies. Axes glowing. Ward's voice crackled comms. "Frag out. Shift left." Grenades flashed. Kragari reeled. Armor cracking. Humans pressed. One prisoner, freshly freed, nailed a flank runner. Ward covered his reload. "No thanks. Just nod." Valith's strategist murmured, "Efficiency." 92%. Her mind reeled. These humans fought scarred, fatigued, no powered suits. Rifles basic, yet Kragari nightmares who shattered her legions. Crumpled. Ward scanned corners mid-stride. Casual assessment. Vents, blinds, explosive traps. All neutralized before triggered. Rowe punched a console. "Redirect fleet. Flank," as he said. Orders flew. Zathari capital ships wheeled. Dreadnoughts bucked under raking fire. On feed, Ward's squad hit the bridge spine. Doors buckled under chargers. Inside, Warlord Brask's vanguard. Hulking Commander himself loomed on subfeed. Axis twin. Eyes mad. Brask roared challenge. Terran filth. "Fear me." Ward raised rifle. Squad breach. plasma storm erupted. Kragari axes whirled, severed limbs crushed plates. But humans ducked, rolled, fired. Ward sidestepped a swing, put 3 rounds center mass. Brask staggered. Valeth's breath caught. Brask, the butcher of Thalor Prime. Unkillable. Yet Ward circled calm, axe missed by inches. Human counter. Stock strike to knee, then burst to helm seal. Brask fell. Squad mopped remnants. 11 humans stood amid wreckage. Breathing hard. Checking ammo. Spine secured, Ward reported. Voice even. Dreadnought blind. Fleet killshot open. Row gaped. By the voids, Valeth rose. Her crest lay flat, not dominance, but shock. This quiet professional rewrote her certainties. Fear was her tool. Now one human name etched terror anew. Ward. Explosions rocked the Nexus anew. Fresh alarms. Borders! Inbound! Palace levels! Ward keyed comms. Queen. Ground teams pivot to throne. We're inbound. She nodded to empty air. All forces, his lead. Her guards snapped to obey. Rowe saluted. Resentment burned, but results chained him. Valeth watched feeds multiply. Humans inbound. Brask's core fleet reeled. 1 hour brief? Forgotten. Ward's clock ticked. Victory. But Palace shook harder. Kragari breached inner rings. Thousands swarmed. Ward's voice cut through. Status throne? She gripped console. Holding. Barely. 10 minutes. Gear for breach. Guards paled. 10 minutes. Against hordes. Valeth forced calm. Confirmed. Her empire teetered. Trust this human, or fall. Deeper alarms wailed. Brask's flagship warped in. Final gambit. Captain Ward, execute simulation Delta 9. Admiral Kethro snarled over the bridge comms. His claws slammed the console. Alien support systems locked out with a final chirp. No drone swarms. No shield relays. Just the human. Alone against virtual Kragari hordes, shredding the evacuation lanes. Wood's face filled the main holo. Calm. Unblinking. Acknowledged, Admiral. Parameters received. Rowe leaned forward. His crest flared in anticipation. The human legend whispered terror from a dozen fronts. Valeth demanded results. Rowe would expose the hype. Delta 9. Impossible. Kragari borders gutted transports. Fleet vectors clogged. Civilians died in simulated millions. No human could pivot without allies. Serenal hovered at Rowe's elbow. Admiral, the Queen watches. Don't provoke. Quiet, envoy. Rowe waved her off. Sarah's mandibles clicked nervously. Humans unnerved her. Rowe resented them. Competent aliens led. Not these soft-skinned upstarts. Horo spun up. Ward's avatar ghosted through the sim. Kragari dreadnoughts loomed. Transports burned. Evac lanes choked with debris. Ward's voice cut clean. Sim flawed. Redirecting fleet now. Rowe's spines stiffened. What? You can't. Primary goal. Civilian evac. Not fleet glory. Pivot battleships to lane Alpha 7. Cruisers screen beta corridors. Carriers dump fighters on debris fields. Clear paths. The sim obeyed. Ward's markers slashed across the display. Battleships lumbered into position. Kragari sim ships pounced. Ward's avatar jinked a corvette through firestorms. Flankers hit their sensor blinds. Bombers follow. Row gaped. Casual, like plotting a supply run. Virtual transport surged forward. Casualties dropped 90%. Kragari fleet shattered under redirected barrages. Sarah whistled low. He rewrote it. Impossible, Rowe muttered. His claws dug into the armrest. Humans didn't command like this. Aliens planned layers deep. Humans, they improvised, bent reality. Alarms blared, real ones. Bridge shook. Kragari strike on evac lanes. Hospital transport, K-47 hit. Burning borders aboard. Rowe's blood chilled. Live feed snapped on. K-47 listed in the void. Flames licking hull breaches. Kragari drop pods punched through. Civilians. Wounded. Hatchlings. Trapped inside. Ward's hollow sharpened. No panic. Admiral, vector my shuttle to K-47. Breach teams prepped. Rowe hesitated. The sim still flickered. Ward outperformed it already. But trust a human with live fire. Negative. Fleet priority. Confirmed breach. Ward cut him. His shuttle already burned hot on scanners. Thrusters flared. Straight into the kill zone. Sarah gripped the console. He's going in alone. Rowe punched the fleet net. All ships hold evac lanes per Ward's sim vector. Resentment boiled. Results chained him. Shuttle docked amid explosions. Ward's helmet cam activated. Feed shared without ask. Grainy. Intense. Airlock cycled. Smoke billowed. Kragari shrieked ahead. Claws rending bulkheads. Ward moved. Rifle barked. Precise bursts. One Kragari dropped. Helm cracked. Another lunged. Ward sidestepped. Stock smashed its mandible. Axe whirred free. Clean arc severed the arm. Survivors starboard. A hatchling's voice crackled over suit audio. Trapped. Flames roaring. Ward kicked debris. Plasma torch ignited. Metal screamed. Kragari gunfire stitched the deck. Ward rolled, returned fire. Tool down. Torch bit deeper. Rowe watched, transfixed. Humans burned bright in hells aliens avoided. Ward's vitals steady. Heart rate barely elevated. Torch through. Hatchlings tumbled out. Singed. Terrified. Medics swarmed from Ward's shuttle. Clear. Next section. More Kragari swarmed the corridor. 6. Blades gleaming. Ward holstered rifle. Axe spun. First met steel. Head parted from neck. Second charged. Ward dropped low, gutted at mid-leap. Third fired. Ward twisted. Bullet grazed pauldron. Counter, knife to throat. Admiral, Ward grunted mid-fight. Mech picked up casual strain. Fleet on my vector. Bombers inbound? Rowe's bridge crew stared. Sarah's crest lay flat. Shock, not dominance. Yes, Rowe barked. Bombers away. Evac lanes opening. Ward finished the last Kragari with a stuck strike. Axe sheathed. He hefted a wounded alien creamling, bandaged it one-handed. All accounted. Shuttle away. K-47 survivors streamed into Ward's craft. Shuttle undocked. Kragari corvettes closed. Ward's point defense chattered. Hits scored. Shuttle weaved impossible maneuvers. Clear. Fleet feeds lit green. Evac lanes flowed. Transports poured civilians toward safe jump points. Kragari reeled, caught flat-footed. Rose slumped. The sim? Forgotten. Ward's real run saved thousands. Outperformed perfection. Sarah exhaled. He didn't wait for orders. Just did it. Roe keyed the all-fleet. Voice steady though resentment lingered. All commands. Follow Captain Ward's vector. Execute his plan. Human-led. Crew saluted. No arguments. Results spoke. Ward's face returned to hollow. Sweat beaded his brow. Breathing even. Evac secure, Admiral. Throne world lanes clear. Pivot to orbital defense. Roe nodded. Awe crept in, unbidden. This quiet, professional, axe-bloodied, rifle-hot who wrote wars as routine. Aliens schemed. Humans endured, acted. A new ping hit scanners. Brask's dreadnought warped in system. Final gambit. Palace feeds flickered. Borders inbound. Ward's eyes hardened. Gear for breach. We're inbound. Roe gripped his console. Trust sealed. Confirmed, Captain. Your pluck. Explosions rocked the fleet anew. Bailiff's voice cut the net from the palace nexus. Admiral, report. Roe straightened. Queen. Ward saved the lanes. Fleet follows him now. Silence. Then, good. Throne holds. Barely. His lead. Brask's shadow loomed larger. Roe watched Ward's shuttle burn toward the palace. One human. Empire's hinge. Never anger them or underestimate. Palace alarms wailed deeper. Kragari breached inner rings. Ward's voice sliced through. 10 minutes. Roe's spines quivered. 10 minutes against hordes? Victory ticked on human time. A fall. Blades flashed across the holofeed. Kragari executioners severed necks in unison. 10 hostages crumpled, violet blood pooling on Brask's command deck. The warlord's scarred face filled Queen Valith's palace nexus. His laugh boomed through speakers. Surrender your throne, Valith, or watch your nobles bleed next. Your fleet crumbles. Your world falls. Valith gripped her throne arms. Alarms wailed in the inner rings. Kragari borders clawed through bulkheads. Her guards formed a cordon. Plasma lances humming. Fear as a tool. She wielded it against foes. But Brask twisted it back. Alice Feed showed his dreadnought anchoring the invasion swarm. Orbital defenses buckled. A ping cut the broadcast. Captain Elias Ward's face overlaid the feed. Human eyes scanned data streams. Sweat traced his jawline, but his voice stayed level. Queen. I've geo-tracked the signal origin. Dreadnought bridge coordinates locked. Request strike authorization under Article 17. Precision counterpropaganda. Valith's spine stiffened. The human Ward. Legends whispered of him. Quiet killer. Breaker of sieges. Aliens schemed for months on plans he executed in hours. Her court fixers, Sarah Knoll among them, spun tales to contain panic. He's reliable, they'd said, but containable. Now borders hammered her gates. She needed more. Transmit the order template, she commanded. Her Nexus AI projected the legal form. Ward's shuttle feed patched in. Shuttle burning through Atmo, evading flak bursts. He didn't flinch as tracers whipped past. Sarah now burst into the throne room. Diplomat's robes askew, eyes wide. Majesty. Braska's baiting you. Sign nothing hasty. We negotiate. Silence. Valeth's claw stabbed the hollow signature. Green light flashed. Authorization sent. But hesitation gnawed. Humans fought dirty. Effective. Terrifying. Captain Ward, you have operational command of Task Force Zeta. My fleet elements, Admiral Rose vectors, all yours. End this broadcast. Acknowledged, Queen. Ward's image split the feed. One half, him pinging coordinates to joint assets. Other half, Brusk's deck, hostages' bodies dragged away. Raid launches in 60. Signal officer marked for live capture. Intel priority. Valeth watched the human work. No boasts, no rage. Just fingers flying over controls. His shuttle jinked hard. Kagari interceptors swarmed. He rolled inverted, cannons spitting fire. 2 fighters erupted in flame. Vectors assigned. Row, take flanks, my breaching team centers. Admiral Rowe's voice grated over the net. Resentment thick, but crisp. Confirmed, Captain. Fleet maneuvers to your plan. No debate. Results from the lane-clearing run silenced doubts. Thousands saved. Perfection outperformed. Sarah hovered at Valeth's elbow. He's rewriting protocol. A human leading our watch. Valeth pointed. Ward's shuttle pierced the dreadnought's outer hull. Breach charges broomed, silent in vacuum. His team, 4 humans. 8 of her elite poured through the gash. Brask's feed flickered. He bellowed orders. Kragari Marines flooded corridors, axes high. Gunfire chattered. Ward's helmet cam streamed live. Dim red lights, steam hissing from ruptured lines. He moved first, rifle barking precise bursts. 1 Marine dropped, chest cord. Another lunged. Ward's knife flashed, severing tendons. No waste, no pause. Valeth leaned forward. Her kind planned for days, layered deceptions. Humans charged, endured. A Kragari axe swung at Ward's head. He ducked, fired from the hip. Attacker spun away, lifeless. Signal deck, ahead. Suppress and breach. Explosions rocked Brask's bridge feed. The warlord roared, smashing a console. Seal it. Flood with gas. Ward countered. Gas detected. Seals holding. Push. His team stacked at the door. Flashbang flew. Breach. They surged in. Valeth's breath caught. Brask's signal officer. A wiry Kragari with trembling spines cowered behind arrays. Ward vaulted a barricade. Rifle trained. Down. Hands up. You're mine. The officer froze. Marines fired wildly. Ward sidestepped, dropped 2 with headshots. His humans covered flanks, methodical, overlapping fire. Her elites mirrored, lances piercing armored gaps. Joint precision. Brask lunged into the feed himself. Axe raised. Filth! I'll mount your skull. Ward pivoted. Rifle cracked. Brask staggered, shoulders shattered. But the warlord charged. Ward met him. Axe clanged off human pauldron. Ward's boot snapped up, cracking knee chitin. Brask held. Ward's knife plunged precise into the gap under armpit. Warlord slumped. Silence fell on the bridge. 5 seconds. Ward zip-tied the signal officer. Intel secure. Brask down. Broadcast terminated. Valeth's nexus exploded with confirmations. Task Force Zeta mopped remnants. Dreadnought's guns silenced. Invasion swarm fractured. Sarah exhaled sharply. He used the execution footage as targeting data, turned terror into coordinates. Ward dragged the officer to cam. Blood smeared his gear, but stands steady. Queen. Prisoner. Yields codes. Kagari reserves flanking your outer moons. Recommend pivot. Row. Vectors here. Data streamed. Valeth nodded. Fear cracked. This human treated massacres as maps. Executions as intel gold. Her empire schemed empires. He ended wars. Execute, Captain. Full command holds. She cut the line. Alarms quieted in the palace. Borders routed. Ward's 10-minute clock had delivered. Rowe's voice patched private. Majesty. He's requesting palace breach support. Kurgari inner ring push falters, but they're rabid. Veilith rose. Grant it. And Sarah, spread this. No more narratives. The human leads because he wins. Sarah bowed, spines low. All replaced spin. Ward's shuttle feed reignited. Palace inbound. Explosions lit the horizon. One man, a hinge. Braska's threat died with him, but reserves warped in. Ward's eyes hardened anew. 5 minutes to contact. Valeth gripped her lance. Trust forged in blood. Never provoke them, or underestimate. Deeper alarms howled. Kurgari breached the throne antechamber. Guards fired. Valeth charged the line. Ward's voice sliced net. Hold center. We're the anvil. Her plasma lance felled the first border. Resilience met resilience. Human time ticked. A new ping. Reserve's lead ship decloaked. Macro cannons charged. Ward's plan unfolded. Fleet closed the noose. Valeth slashed another foe. Blood sprayed. This human rewrote her certainties. Fear, now respect. Shuttle thrusters roared outside. Breach imminent. Victory or fall on his clock. Roche fleet struck first. Trigari hulls cracked. Ward's team piled out. Rifles hot. They linked with her guards, seamless. No orders needed. Action spoke. The signal officer's codes decrypted live. Full invasion routed. Valith parried an axe. Ward appeared at her flank. Rifle barked. Attacker dropped. He nodded once. Quiet professional. Throne secured. Empire held. But Braska's final reserves punched through. One dreadnought remained, guns blazing. Ward keyed net. Queen, your call. Ram or board? She smiled, spine straight. Board. Capture their core. Copy. He led the charge. Aliens awed. Humans endured. Wars rewritten. Queen Valeth slammed her plasma lance into its dais mount. Sparks flew from severed Kragari cables. Captain Ward, to the throne, now. He emerged from the boarding party's haze, rifle slung low. Armor scored but intact, no boasts. Just a nod. Guards parted. He climbed the steps. Blood from the breach pooled at his boots. Her spines bristled. The human who turned her throne room into a kill zone stood before her. Legends whispered of his kind, now flesh. Your endgame, Captain. Brask's horde routed. Reserves crushed, but the Empire burns. Speak your war plan. Ward met her gaze. Steady, no flare. Queen, we hit the core worlds. Surgical. Minimize your casualties. My teams board flagships. Disrupt command nets. Your fleet provides cover fire. We link human drop pods with your land squadrons. 80% survival projected. Gasps rippled through the court. Envoy Sarah Nal leaned in from her podium. 80. Our projections hit 40 against Kragari hulls. Ward ignored her, pulled a holopad, projected fleet paths. Red lines sliced enemy supply lanes. Here, jump point Alpha. We seed mines with your plasma charges. They cluster. We ram the breach. Ground teams secure reactors. No prolonged fights. Valeth's claws tightened on her throne arms. This human spoke of victory like inventory. No rage. No glory hunts. Just numbers. Lives tallied. Her kind charged with lances high. He planned exits first and rewards. You saved my throne. Name your crown. Worlds. Fleets. He shook his head. Once. No, ma'am. I'm Alliance Marine. Pays fine. Send your wounded to my medics. They'll triage. Silence crushed the hall. Sarah's mandibles clicked. He refuses a crown? After this? Admiral Keth Rowe stormed forward. Crest flared red. Insult. Human. Your triage lost us 3 corvettes last cycle. I resent your meddling. My codes stay locked. Valeth's eyes narrowed. Rowe's resentment poisoned briefings, leaks to the court, undermined every ward suggestion. Results spoke otherwise. Kragari dreadnought captured. Core intact. Her lance felled 20. Ward's rifle twice that. Seamless, Admiral. Her voice cut steel. You will share restricted fleet codes. All jump vectors. Sensor ghosts. Now, Rowe recoiled. Majesty. He's human. Unproven. Proven. She pointed to the breached doors. Kagari corpses stacked. He held my line, routed brass. Your fleet struck true under his net. Obey, or command another front. Rowe's crest wilted. He keyed his wristpad. Codes beamed towards. Grudging nod. As ordered. Ward pocketed the data. No triumph. Thank you, Admiral. We'll sink drops tomorrow. Valeth rose, surveyed her court. Spines straight. All flickered in her eyes. Fear lingered. From Bresk's shadow. Now shifted to this quiet killer. Captain, train my palace troops. Human damage control. Triage whatever keeps them fighting. His eyes sharpened. Yes, ma'am. Start with burn protocols. Kragari plasma cooks armor. We layer gel packs. Evac in pairs. Guards shifted. Whispers rose. Human ways. Her elite lances prided solo charges. Sarah sidled close. Voice low. Majesty. The court panics. Never anger humans. Tales spread. His refusal. It unnerves them. Let it. Valeth watched Ward descend. Already barking orders to a knot of her guards. Demogel applied to mock wounds. Precise. Efficient. They mimicked. Clumsy at first, then smoother, Rowe lingered. Fists clenched. He reshapes our doctrine. Resents it. Results, Admiral. She gripped her lance. Watch. Ward knelt by a guard. Simulated gut wound. Pressure here. Second hand elevates legs. Call. Evac. The guard nodded. Spines relaxed. Trust sparked. Hours blurred. Training spread. Palace halls echoed with human drills. Buddy Carey. Fire and move. Her troops stumbled, adapted, plasma lances integrated with rifles. Hybrids born. Valeth observed from the dais. Sarah hovered. He's no conqueror, just relentless. A young lancer approached Ward. Hesitant, Captain. Kagari fear us now? Ward wiped gel from his hands. They fear competence. Train harder. The lancer saluted, spines high. Night cycle fell. Valeth dismissed the court. Ward saluted. Departed to his shuttle. No fanfare. She paced the dais. Memories clashed. Brask's invasion. Her certainties shattered. Lances broke first waves. Humans plugged gaps. Ward's voice on net. Hold center. Casual, as if tea. Rose codes unlocked projections. Full campaign viable. Casualties halved. Her empire endured. Syrah entered. Page clutched. Majesty. Reports from outer rims. Kragari fleets scatter. They broadcast. The Ward came. Valeth smiled. Fangs gleamed fear as tool. Now theirs. Alarms pinged. Scout drone feed. Kragari reinforcements. Cloaked squadron. Bearing for the captured dreadnought. Ward burst back in. Rifle ready. Queen. New contacts. Your call. She gripped her lance. Board them. Take their admiral alive. Copy. He rallied her trainees. They fell in. No hesitation. Doors sealed. Shuttles launched. Valeth watched hollows. Human-led lances carved hulls. Triage teams pulled wounded mid-fight. Kragari boarded back. Met resilience. One feed. Ward flanked. 3 foes. Rifle jammed. He drew knife. Slashed throats. Reloaded. Continued, her spines tingled. Ah, respect. This professional rewrote wars. Rose's voice crackled. Code synced. Fleet jumping. Syrah gasped. He's turning our fear to steel. Dreadnought core secured. Kragari Admiral chained. Broadcast surrender. Valeth stood. Empire's pivot. Human humble. Aliens elevated. But outer reports spiked. Brask's shadow brother rallied. Larger fleet. Ward returned. Bloodied. Calm. Next phase ready, ma'am? She nodded. Never underestimate. Collaboration forged victory. Court assembled. Whispers. The human endures. Her lance hummed. Wars. Rewritten. On his terms. Kinetic rods streaked through the void. They punched into the capital's outer districts. Explosions bloomed like fireflowers. Queen Valeth's throne room shuddered. Lights died. Backup glow strips flickered on, casting long shadows across her assembled court. Shields failing, Admiral Rowe barked from the hollow pit. His frills quivered. Brask's strike severed the grid. Hospitals dark. Life support collapsing. Panic rippled through the chamber. Courtiers hissed. Sarah now clutched her pad, spines rigid. Vileth rose, lance humming in her grip. Fear was her tool. She wielded it now. But Brask's shadow brother played brutal. Captain Elias Ward stood unmoved beside her. Rifle slung low. His eyes scanned the readouts. Standard drill, he said. Voice flat. Squads. Form up. Reroute life support manual. Hospitals first. Trainees, her own lancers, drilled under his watch, snapped to attention. No questions. They grabbed toolkits from wall lockers. Ward pointed at the nearest tut. You 4, Sublevel vents. Pull the bypass valves. Cycle oxygen from reserves. He turned to another group. Med bay's priority. Haul generators if needed. Move. They bolted. Doors hissed open. Valith watched them vanish into the gloom. Her spines tingled. This human treated apocalypse like maintenance. Rose snarled. Captain, the fleet needs those shield emitters live. Braska's blockade tightens. Ward nodded once. Timing windows tight. 60 minutes to fleet commit. I push surface now. Reopen emitters. Hold till you're through. Valith's mandibles clicked. You lead? Affirmative. He checked his rifle. Slid spare mags into pouches. Your lancers back me. We own the line. She signaled assent. Her lance thrummed hotter. Court whispers swelled. The ward goes out. Sarah shot her a glance, equal parts awe and dread. Ward rallied 20 of her elite, half Valithari, frilled and clawed, half human auxiliaries, faces grim but steady. They stacked at the hangar bay. Shuffles idled, ramps down. Close quarters expected, Ward briefed en route. Olomap glowed on his wrist. Emitters here. Braska's ground teams pinned them. We clear, power up, hold for row. A Valithari trainee flexed claws. They outnumber us 3-1. Ward met her gaze. Then we make 'em count for 2. Shuttle screamed surfaceward. Violith tracked from command throne. Feeds multiplied on Holos. Capital smoked below. Rod scars glowed cherry red. Braska's troops, hulking Kragari in void-hardened plate, swarmed the emitter towers. Ward's shuttle touched down amid lost fire. Ramp dropped. He fired first. Precise bursts dropped 2 Kragari at 50 meters. His squad poured out. Valithari claws rent armor. Human knives flashed in the melee. Push, emitters! Ward yelled. He vaulted rubble. Rifle barked. A Kragari berserker charged, axe high. Ward sidestepped, butt stroked its helm. Knife followed, precise to the joint seal. It crumpled. Valith leaned forward. Her court gasped. Sarah murmured. He doesn't rage, just works. Feed split, sublevels. Ward's reroute teams yanked valves. Oxygen hissed through jury-rigged lines. Hospital lights blinked on. Medics dragged patients to stable air. One tech, Valithari, pled from a shrapnel gash. A human auxiliary tourniqueter mid-stride. They kept moving. Surface fight intensified. Kragari counter-pushed. Grenades cratered the line. Ward's squad hunkered behind slag. Flank left, he ordered. Suppress right. He lobbed a pulse grenade. Blasted a hole. Charged through. Valith's grip tightened. This was no berserk fury. No Valithari death roar. Just relentless advance. Kragari howled in frustration. Their fear weapons faltered against calm steel. Rowe's voice cut in. Captain, emitter's status? 2 down. 3rd, sparking. Ward ducked last bolts. Reloaded on the move. 15 to power up. Fleet window holds. Barely. Brask reinforces. Rowe's frills flared on hollow. I commit now, or lose the dreadnought. Commit, Ward said. A Kragari round clipped his shoulder plate. He ignored it. Knife out. Slashed a boarder's throat. We hold. Valith watched Rowe hesitate. The Admiral's spines drooped. Human timing. Again. Fleet jumps, Ro growled. Ramming blockade on your mark. Capital shook anew. More rods? No. Shuttle traffic. Hospitals reported stable. Life support hummed manual. Ward's teams owned the depths. Surface feed zoomed. Ward reached the final emitter. Kragari Warpack closed. 10 strong. Claws and axes gleamed. His squad thinned. 8 left. 2 Valithari dragged wounded back. Cover me, Ward told them. He slung rifle, grabbed the emitter console. Sparks flew. Kragari closed to 10 paces. Velith's fangs bared. He'll die there, Sarah whispered. Watch. Ward worked. Fingers danced over controls. Bypass engaged. Power surged. Shields flickered planetary-wide. Kragari roared. Axis swung. He spun. Rifle reclaimed. Burst fire felled the lead 3. Squad mates rallied. Valithari claws tore into the flank. A human emptied his mag into a berserker's visor. Ward stood center. Blood slicked his armor from his wound. Theirs. Emitter's hot. Row, ram now. Fleet feeds lit. Row's dreadnoughts jumped in system. They slammed to the blockade. Kragari hulls crumpled. Escape pods jettisoned. Braska's line shattered. Surface. Last Kragari fell. Ward's squad panted. Victorious. He waved medevac. Consolidate. Hospitals next. Velith exhaled. Court erupted in hisses. Relief. Awe. Sarah clutched her pad. Majesty. Outer reports. Brask's remnants flee. They call him the Unbroken. Rose Hollow grinned frills high. Human window perfect. Casualties. Minimal. Your empire stands. Ward shuttled back. Entered throne room bloodied. Calm. Rifle slung. Grid partial. Life support full fleet through. Velith rose. Lads dipped in salute. Through. Brask routed. Her spine straightened. Fear rewritten. His discipline forged it. He nodded, humble. Next target. Alarms pinged anew. Scout drone. Brask himself inbound. Flagship cloaked. Bearing core defenses. Velith gripped tighter. Him. Alive. Ward checked mags. Copy. Squads reformed behind him. No hesitation. Court fell silent. Whispers. Never anger the humans. Her lance hummed. Wars turned on his normal. There. Extraordinary. Queen Velith's lance thrust forward. Hollow screens blazed with Brask's cloaked flagship piercing core defenses. Drones swarmed it. Ward squad rocketed from the throne room dock. Shuttles streaked toward the breach. Transmit now, Velith commanded. Her voice boomed across Empire channels. Kragari forces. Ceasefire offered. Surrender corridors open at Grid 7 Alpha. Brask. Stand down or face extinction. Court hissed. Sarah's claws tapped furiously. Majesty, they're breaking formation. Brask's lead elements vectoring in. Ward hit the vanguard first. His shuttle slammed into Brask's flank. Boarding pods ejected. Explosives breached hulls. Velith watched feeds. Humans poured through smoke. Axes ready. Rifles barked. Brask's berserkers charged. Claws rended armor. Ward sidestepped a lunge. Rifle butt cracked ajar. Burst fire dropped 2 more. His squad flanked. Valithari claws ripping rearguards. A Kregari lunged at Ward's back. He spun, knife plunging precise. Enemy visor shattered. Push to bridge, Ward ordered. Calm. Blood flecked his plate. No roar, just motion. Braska's voice crackled over open comms. Human filth. I'll mount your skull. Valith leaned closer. Feed showed Brask's throne room. Hulking frames snarled amid guards. Ward's team breached outer doors. Plasma scorched bulkheads. Kragari fell back. Sarah whispered, "He's funneling them. Surrender." Corridor forming. Ward reached the bridge. Doors buckled under charges. He rolled in low. Rifle spat, control bursts. Guards crumpled. Brask swung a power maul. Ward ducked. Maul gouged deck. Human counter. Pistol shots to knees. Brask dropped roaring. Ward advanced. Rifle trained. Surrender now. Brask spat. Blood. Claws flexed. Never. Ward didn't flinch. Squad secured flanks. Valithari dragged wounded aside. Braska's eyes widened at the human stillness. No rage, just readiness. Empire offers terms, Ward relayed. Veil's broadcast looped behind. Brask's remnants streamed into corridors. Pods lit escape vectors. Brask slumped. Take it. Valith exhaled. Feeds confirmed. Fleet surrendered. Blockade gone. Throne world secure. Ward shuffled back. Rifle slung. Captured data slates in hand. He entered the command nexus. Admiral Rohr waited. Frills taut. Scans hummed. Intel, Ward said. Thrust slates forward. Brask's codes. Full nav logs. Your decrypts will crack their remnants. Roh snatched them. Claws clicked analysis. This accelerates purge by cycles. How? Ward shrugged. Armor dented. Blood crusted. Standard sweep. Your Valithari pinned flanks. Joint win. Credit is shared. Roh's spine stiffened. Resentment flickered, then bowed. Joint, yes. Court feeds replayed the breach. Hisses swelled to cheers. Sarah beamed. Majesty. Broadcasts. Viral. Human forces Brask to kneel. Valith rose. Lance high. Assembled decree. Heralds. Activated Empire Net. Her image filled every screen. By royal edict, hostage executions banned across domains. Violators forfeit spines. Humans named protected allies. Breach this, face the lance. Silence gripped throne room. Then roars. Spines raffled in unison. Sarah clutched her pad. Panic averted. Awe cemented. Roh nodded. Results undeniable. Human normal. Are extraordinary. Alarms cleared. Feeds showed. Kragari remnants fleeing. Brask chained in cells below. Ward checked feeds. Front secure. Roh grunted. Pockets remain. Outer rims. Ward slung gear. Rotating back. Squad preps. Valith turned. Captain, the court. He nodded once. Humble. Turned for docks. No pause. Boots echoed. Silence fell. Eyes tracked him. Sarah's jaw slackened. Roh's frills drooped. Whispers stirred. He walks away. As if unbroken. Violet gripped her lance. Fear once tool. Now rewritten. His discipline. Their salvation. Shuttle engines whined. Ward vanished into void. Court stared at empty air. No thanks voiced. War ended on her decree. Human already gone. New pings. Rim scouts inbound. Brask's lieutenants rallied. Valeth's spines rose. Row. Vectors. He saluted. Eyes on the black. He'll handle. She exhaled. Never anger humans. Their normal forged empires. Ward hit rims first. Feeds flickered alive. Shuttle dove into firestorm. Grigari pickets swarmed. His guns lit. Valeth watched. Land steady. Court hushed again. A berserker pod latched his hull. Breach alarms wailed. Ward spun ship. Axes ready at airlock. Pod cracked. Enemy spilled. He fired point blank. Bodies tumbled to vacuum. Squad rallied. Valethari claws sealed kills. Emitters sink, Ward called. Row! Jump support! Dreadnoughts warped in. Kagari shattered. Escape corridors opened anew. Sarah hissed awe. Again, his habits terrifying. Row frills high. Competence. Pure. Bailiff broadcast followed. Surrender or join Brask. Lieutenants broke. Pods jettisoned. Ward consolidated. Hospitals next. Hostages priority. No ceremony. Just action. Court spines straightened. Whispers unified. Protected allies. Earned. Valeth rose. Decree etched eternal. Human walked first. Victory. His shadow. Feeds dimmed. Silence lingered. Prone world breathed free. But rims burned. Ward pressed on. Unthanked. Unbroken. New alarms. Deeper threats stirred. Valeth gripped lance. His normal awaited. Rose voice cut. Majesty. He's already vectors ahead. She nodded. Fear gone. Respect absolute. Court bowed. Empire remade. On human steps.